Good afternoon.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, y'all. This is the WOW Podcast. WOWW, Wendy's on Wellness Wednesday. I am Dr. Wendy Sue Massey. I'm the owner of Freedom Holistic Wellness and Freedom Holistic Wellness Community. I am an author, a holistic nutrition specialist, alternative medical practitioner, co-owner with my husband of Grace and Grove Homestead, wife, mom, Gigi, and most important, lover of Jesus. And this is my amazing bestie, Wendy Flournoy.
Hey guys, Wendy Flournoy, certified hypnotherapist, herbalist, forager, educator, student, lover of all things natural, owner of the Restoration Garden, member of the Freedom Holistic Wellness Community.
Yes, you are.
Lover of all things non-toxic and God-given.
Yes, ma'am. Well, what a week. We are in the afternoon today. That's why I had to pause and make sure I didn't say good morning, because I always do that.
It is Wednesday though, so
it is Wednesday. We did get that right. It is Wednesday. We're still on Wednesday. The WOW Podcast, WOWW, is Wendy's on Wellness Wednesday, but sometimes with our rigid flexibility, we do Tuesdays or Thursdays or whenever the heck we get a chance to. So
it depends. We live by rigid flexibility.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Hence what we have going on today. My dear friend over here had an appointment this morning she needed to get to. And now we want to make sure we wrap things up in time before her chimney sweep comes. Yep. Who comes early? We had this all time perfect.
Right before we went live, I got a text saying they were running early, and I'm like, who
does that?
I don't know anything about running early.
That is all right. As you see, I
love it.
Deep into the holiday spirit, into the Christmas spirit. We are getting all decorated here at the homestead and getting all prepped. We'll talk about that a little bit today, about things that you and I do to get prepped for Christmas. What have you had going on this week before we get into our herb of the week?
Well, I'm gonna just pour all my gratefulness out to you for throwing me all the information about Freedom Holistic Wellness. And as a member of your community, I have Restoration Garden is giving 15% off for life to all of your sower members. And because of that, I have gotten a decent amount of orders lately. So I have been busy putting orders together and custom stuff for Christmas gifts.
Yes. Thank God for that. What a blessing. And yes, if you didn't catch that, all people in the sowers community, and for anybody who doesn't know what that is my launch team. That is my foundational group who are joining the Freedom Holistic Wellness membership community now, between now and the end of the year, and helping us get this sucker launched. It's incredible. It is. It's already a vibrant community full of information, full of resources. And Wendy was so kind to offer a lifetime discount to everyone who is part of the foundational group of 15% off of all of her products. And I'm telling you,
anything that I do, the products, the hypnotherapy, anything that I offer is 15% off to all of the sowers.
That's so amazing. I'm so grateful to you.
The community is amazing. If you're not part of it, then you're missing out. Come join us.
I'm telling you, it is already, today is 4 weeks to the day since I enrolled the first person. Since I enrolled the first person, and I am just my heart is so full.
Yes.
It's exactly what I had wanted it to be, and then some, and we're only just getting started.
That's right.
So I'm so overjoyed.
I'm so excited because I'm seeing the growth already, and the knowledge and the education that's in there, and just the like minds. And I'm so excited about the Advent study.
Yes, we have an Advent study going on right now. That's a lot of. It's just so insightful. It's we're doing one that is that was put out this year by Lisa Harper and Christine Kane. So if you like either one of them individually, the two of them together are amazing.
Right.
And it's just a 4-week study. We're getting ready to kick off week 2. And yeah, it's such a blessing. And then we're doing the GLP-1 booster trial, I have a natural GLP-1 hormone booster trial going on right now. And folks, I mean, day 1 were telling me, oh my goodness, I'm not hungry. My cravings are gone. How is this possible?
I keep hoping that happens to me. Yesterday was like that for me, but today, for some reason, I talked to you earlier and I was like, I am starving.
Yeah.
But it's like, as soon as I started eating, I started feeling full.
Bingo. And that's exactly it. When you have that hormone activated, it is going to help. It delays gastric emptying, so you feel full faster.
Yes.
And it will help with your cravings in between. And you'll have some days. I've had some days where I've needed 3 meals, which is rare for me.
Yeah.
I've had other days where I get to my second meal and I'm like, oh, I don't even feel like eating. Yep. So, I mean, but we're doing it all healthy, and it's and it's all like anybody that's followed me for any amount of time, I'm always food first. And this is no different. But what I'm really trying to get people to do is to focus on the supplemental side and the timing of certain foods, certain teas, things like that, to encourage, the GLP-1 boosting.
Yeah.
And so when we are doing this in a natural way, I mean, just think about how I'm excited to see how well it's going to work during the month of December. Yeah. That's the whole reason for doing that, because if it works well for folks in the hardest month when it comes to food,
when you're busy and you're running and you have all kinds of events to attend, and I know that's how my December is. So I am so excited to see how this is going to end up.
Yes. Same. So this is a rare time where I am focused heavier on supplements and timing than I typically am. But man, I've created a protocol just to keep it super simple. And I would love to have you guys join. It's not too late. We just started this week. The way that I have it, it's very much falls in line with mine and Wendy's rigid flexibility. If you have a day,
you don't have to do it perfectly. Just do it your way and record the results and record what you're doing.
Exactly. So that way we can see. I mean, maybe somebody only does 1 or 2 pieces of it and still has tremendous success.
Yes.
And then maybe somebody, only is succeeding when they're doing the majority of it, and maybe not as much on the weeks that they're not. So, it's a fact-finding mission, and I'm very excited about it.
My husband is doing it, but
nice. I didn't know that.
He can't stick to the timing of things.
Sure.
So we're going to see how different his results are, because he's doing like everything for the morning at once, first thing in the morning. Mm-hmm. And then everything for the evening he's doing as soon as he gets home. Okay. So we'll see how things are different based on his schedule and what he can do.
Absolutely.
So, right?
Absolutely. And it takes practice. I'm not used to taking supplements with my first meal of the day.
Either. I told you I have got alarms set on my phone until I get into a routine, because I don't typically take supplements either.
No, usually I take a couple of supplements at bedtime, just because that's when I know I'll remember it.
I take my turmeric and stinging nettle, the heavy dose capsules, morning and night, but during the day I don't normally do anything.
Yeah, I have missed my timing on my supplements more than once, because all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I ate and completely forgot to take them. So, I mean, you do the best you can, but that's the whole point, is we're learning through this. And it's really not that complicated, but when it's something you're not accustomed to, there's a learning curve,
I'll
and
say
so
everything new takes an adjustment period.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that's where grace comes in, and that rigid flexibility.
Yes. And I'll tell you, while we're talking about the community, first of all, guys, if you want to join, this is the time to do it.
Yes, it is.
We're just over 25% filled. So we still have room for you. And when I
Only to the end of the year, right? You only have until the end of the year to get in
That's
with
it.
the lowest price ever.
With the highest benefits ever.
Yes.
This is something I am offering right now for my foundational folks. This is it. And, 3 years from now, if I want to run a special, it will not look anywhere near what I am doing now.
Yeah.
I'm honoring this group who is joining me to help launch this from day one. And so if you're interested, it is a one-time sower's fee or sower's seed offering, depending on what you want to call it, of $203.17. That is based on our logo verse, our foundational verse, which is 2 Corinthians 3:17, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. And then once you have enrolled with that, and there are payment options available for that, you can do that for as low as $18 a month at checkout. You just got to check either Klarna or Afterpay to see their payment options.
Extremely affordable.
Extremely. And then once you do that, then I send you a link to enroll into the community itself. And that right now is at $27 a month. Or if you want to pay the annual rate to save 20%, it's $259 a year. And like I said, it will never be that low again, ever. When we do our public launch on January 1st, it will be $39 a month. And anybody who's in there now will tell you, I've had so many people say, I cannot believe you are not charging more for this. And that's
I knew it. That's why I was like, I'm going to be first.
She's going to change her mind and raise this rate. No, honestly, the whole reason I'm doing this is because I want to flip the way holistic healing is done, y'all. I want it to be able to be helpful to the masses at a low cost. And I just keep saying you have a practitioner in your pocket.
That's right.
And it is low cost, high value. This is something that I really hope you will consider and jump on board. And any of you all who are not big social media fans, one of the number one positive things I keep hearing is for those folks who don't spend a lot of time on Facebook anymore. They're like, oh my goodness, thank heavens. This is such
you don't have to go to Facebook.
Yes.
to all of the information. And there's chats in this platform. There's all kinds of stuff in this platform. So you don't have to go outside of it.
No. And, so many people I know that have gotten so tired of the ads and the politics and the division and the arguing, and none of that exists in there.
No.
So when you come in there, it is peaceful, it is supportive, it is educational. You come in, spend the time you want. You can set yourself up to get notifications or turn them off if you don't want them. Yep. But come in, check out what we're doing periodically. I've got something new in there, every day, Monday through Friday for sure. I can't promise I'll be doing anything on the weekends because I do try and I for sure honor the Sabbath on Sunday, but I'm really trying to get to where I do. I've tried this 2024 and 2025 to honor it on Saturday as well. 2026 is the new year.
Don't give up.
I am trying so hard. But you get so much information. I promise you won't miss me on the weekends. Also, our WOW podcast. I've been spending all morning getting the last 6 or 7 episodes in there. I can't go all the way back to the beginning. I guess I could. It would take me weeks, but I'm at least getting like the most recent couple of months in there. And then all of our episodes from here on out will be posted in there as well. So, I mean, it's a one-stop shop. You
Yep.
get weekly meal plans. You get all of our group programs. You get the temple wellness area for spiritual growth. You get all my e-cookbooks, my resource library, the Ask Dr. Wendy Sue platform. And whenever Wendy starts posting in there, I have given her a category in there that is just for Wendy and the Restoration Garden,
Nice.
because people wanted to hear from her too. So
And that'll be a great place for people to ask questions for me. So we'll set that up too, to where they can ask any kind of herbal or hypnosis questions or anything like that I can answer. It is amazing. I am so excited already. I was excited before it even started because I knew how wonderful this was going to be. And that's why I wanted to be first, because I know the information and the knowledge that you have and your willingness to share it with people at an affordable price. And it is like having a practitioner in your pocket. And that's so worth having someone like you to just ask a question. You know,
Well, thank you.
just going in to see a doctor for something simple is going to cost you at least $50 to $100, depending on your insurance. And, this makes holistic health so affordable for anybody. And that's what I love about it.
And if you join now, only my sewers are getting this. You're getting an hour of free consult time every year. I just posted my new link in there that is for sewers only, so that they don't have to compete for as much time as everybody else in the world. I added a block of time in there that is unique only to them, although they can schedule time with me at any time. And I broke their meetings or their consult times down to as little as 15 minutes.
Yes.
So they can take that hour that they get with me every year. They can roll it over if they don't need it and use it when they do. They can break it up into 15-minute blocks, so they can just get, little snippets. Hey, Wendy, I got this blood work. Can you,
I love that, because sometimes all you need is a few minutes.
Yeah. Well, and I feel bad because up until now, and I am going to make this as an update on my website too. Up until now, people have had to sign up for a full hour with me. And, though it's been very structured and we've accomplished a whole lot in that hour, but every once in a while, somebody just needs a few minutes.
Yes.
They don't need a whole hour. But that also is one of the benefits of the Ask Dr. Wendy Sue forum.
Yes.
Because you don't have to pay for that time. That's just right. Go in there and ask your questions. I have an anonymous option. If you don't feel comfortable asking your question in front of people, and you get an answer from me within 72 hours. I almost screwed that up yesterday. I don't know if you saw. Somehow my notifications were turned off for that when I was doing my settings. And I had like 8 questions in there yesterday.
Oh my. I've been so busy the last couple of days. I've only been in there when somebody like tagged me and it came up, that's the only time I've been in there the last couple of days.
Yeah. Well, it's, it's all just part of the growing pains. We're learning the platform, but it's really so user friendly and so good and organized for everybody. But no, luckily the oldest one was 3 days old. So I still met my little 72-hour window.
Thank you.
But I felt so bad because I haven't made anybody wait that long to hear from me. So I was just like, oh my gosh.
I want to shout out a thank you to Linda Franklin, because of her and her needs, I was able to set up my PayPal again, because that's what she needed. And I have been putting that off. And I used to use it years ago with the previous herbal company, and I just hadn't. So she gave me that little push I needed to get that done.
That's awesome. That is awesome. I love that. Yes, we're excited. We're excited to have you on board.
Yes.
While we're talking about this, just so we don't get to the end and run out of time, we have quite a few sponsors now, and I've got my paper here. I don't want to miss anybody. Yes. I'm going to run through a few that I don't have codes for, but I do have links for. So if you guys, and they're people I recommend. So if you guys ever want information about them, I'm happy to share. But Barreau Water Filters, Function Health Labs, the best lab company, I'm telling you. I'm just going to tell you, I searched for years for quality functional lab panels for my clients, and I never found them under $900. This is such a comprehensive panel, and you get 2 a year. The first one checks over 100 markers. The second one checks 60, and it's $497 a year. I promise you, you are not going to find more comprehensive functional health labs than that, and it's incredible. And my clients that have taken advantage of having that as a subscription opportunity, the information that they've gotten on their own health that they would have never gotten. I mean, it's just incredible. So that's one. LifeWave patches is one for photobiomodulation patches. I'll explain that a little bit more on another day, but they are a sponsor of ours. But ones that I actually have discount codes, We Heart Nutrition, y'all. This is a supplement company. Anybody that knows me knows I have never stood behind an entire supplement company. I might recommend different brands and, say, okay, go, you can get this company's brand of this, but don't get anything else because not all of it's clean. I can't say that about them. Everything that they have is clean. It's all third-party tested. They are a small Texas-based company. I love these people. The owners text me regularly, okay, or email me regularly about orders that I get from you all. This is small company, Christian, love Jesus, love making sure that people are getting good quality products. And so, but if you go to weheartnutrition.com/Dr. Wendy Sue, and then use code Wendy20, Wendy number 20 at checkout, you will get 20% off your first order.
So if anyone's interested in the ones that you don't have a link for or whatever, or you have a link but not a code, should they just contact you?
Yes. And I'll give you those here in just a second. But that particular one, I actually have, they set me up with the whole thing. So the weheartnutrition.com/Dr. Wendy Sue, code Wendy20 for 20% off your first order. The others, let's hear, plant paper, toilet paper. That is Dr. Wendy20 is the code. And that's 20% off your first subscription order. That is bamboo toilet paper. Absolutely love them. We've been using them since the beginning of this year, and we love them. Healthy Soul, they do a lot of soaps. They specialize in beef tallow soaps and products like that. I did order one of their candles just because I want to see what I think about it.
Right.
But everything that they do is completely natural. They are also a Christian-owned company. And if you go to Healthy Soul's website, I think it's healthysoul.com, and put in code Wendy10 at checkout, you will get 10% off your order. Nice. And then last but not least, Pluck Superfood Seasoning. That code is Dr. Wendy Sue 15 for 15% off your order. Pluck Superfood Seasoning. They are the ones Wendy and I are so excited. Their owner, their founder is going to be on our podcast on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
And James, we're very excited. We met him at the Seeking Whole Health Conference in April of this year. And
Super.
I
went to his one of his seminars, his 45-minute seminars, and I am not kidding you guys. I ate raw liver. I ate the seasoned with the Pluck liver, and he showed everyone in his presentation how to properly cook liver to where it doesn't taste nasty.
That's amazing.
Right? I was so amazed, and I'm just glad I was open-minded enough to at least try it.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
A lot of people would not be. Well, I'll tell you, I bought their seasoning and one of them, I don't remember which one I got, and I got several packets of them. They were
Yep.
so popular that all of their
Yeah, they were sold out of a lot.
yeah, I think we got the only ones left that they had, but I got several packs of them, and man, delicious. You would never know that your family will not know you are giving them all the nutritional goodness of
That's right.
organ meats. Okay, it is.
I used it on chicken one night, and Rick's like, "What did you put on this chicken?"
Yeah.
He noticed the difference, but he couldn't put his finger on what it was, and I was like, "Oh, that's just organ meat."
You're very kind. I did not come clean with my family. I just said, "Oh, it's this really good plus food seasoning." Because they ain't gonna read. They're not gonna read it.
He was like, "It's what?" So I told him, I was like, "It's organ meat, but they made it into a seasoning that you can use on anything." He's like, "Well, it's really good."
It is. It is. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And then, of course, my darling Wendy Flournoy in the Restoration Garden is giving us 15% off of everything in that group for the Sowers Foundational group only. So, and that is for the life of their membership.
To do that, it's easier for people just to reach out to me either through the community or through Facebook Messenger, or if you have my phone number, whatever. It's easier to reach out to me personally than to go through my website, because it'll be easier for me to keep up with who is actually a sower and who isn't that way.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's perfect. So you'll be able to do that. And y'all, I'm telling you, she is expanding into some stuff. She is, I don't want to give any Christmas presents away, but let me just tell you some facial products that I have purchased for some of the loves of my life. I'm so excited to have in their Christmas baskets. So she's got all kinds of things up her sleeve.
I can see I'm already planning expanding the skincare line and the soap line. I'm getting great feedback on my rosemary shampoo bar. So I'll definitely probably be making that a core product in my line.
Girl, the avocado mint soap. I know I said it last week.
Yeah.
You know what? I have to say, I had posted about the Healthy Soul soaps and how long they last. And they do, because they're beef tallow.
Yes.
Let me just tell you,
forever.
yes. Let me just tell you, I opened up that bar of soap, and your soap is maybe half the size, because that's how they are,
Yes.
That sucker is still a good size, and we've been using that for a week and a half now. And a lot of the natural, so I don't know what you did different with this one. I don't know if it's the avocado.
Well, it might be the avocado, but I think I've learned to let them cure longer.
Got it.
The longer you let them cure, the harder they get, the longer they last.
Yeah.
When I first, patience is not my
girl, that's why we're besties. Okay. I get it.
Started making soaps. It was like, I was so anxious to use them. I didn't give them enough time to sit and cure properly.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you.
So when they don't cure long enough, they will kind of melt faster when they're using, so they don't last as long.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, just that it's having patience. God's always trying to teach me.
Girl, that is an ongoing struggle with this one here.
The avocado peppermint and the rosemary avocado shampoo bar, I've gotten nothing but great feedback.
They're amazing
from those. So those will probably become regular items.
Good.
For sure.
Good. I'll be buying them for sure.
My calendula balm, of course, is always a core product, and the herbal antibiotic ointment will always be, because I use them so much.
Yes. Yes. I don't know why I never can see comments on here, but it looks like we had 2 pop up that actually showed up in StreamYard.
Oh, nice.
Trudy Wooten said, "You ladies look great." And Michelle Griffey said, "I'm in." She did. She signed up today. I'm so excited.
Welcome, Michelle.
Yes, that's awesome. Very good. I don't always see comments, so I don't ignore y'all. I promise.
That's right.
But I actually saw them this time.
Does that complete your list of affiliates?
Yes, for
Okay.
the moment. I've got
And
a couple other
we also have links with Azure Standard.
That's right.
Which is a great company that puts local farmers together across the United States, and you can buy in bulk. They have drops in the areas. If you're interested in anything like that, I have information for that. And I also have a code, or not a code, but an affiliate with Harvest Right freeze dryers. If you're ever interested in having a freeze dryer, then get in touch with me first.
Yes. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. All right, girl, let's talk about Ceylon cinnamon before we run out of time.
Ceylon. You say tomato, I say tomato. Y'all know I always have to have a visual aid, so I got my little Ceylon cinnamon sticks.
Look,
I also brought in my ground Ceylon cinnamon.
That's awesome.
I wish we had smell-o-vision.
Yes.
It smells amazing. So why don't, I know you know the answer to this, why don't you tell people why Ceylon is different than all the rest of the cinnamons, Dr. Wendy Sue?
So the main reason, there's a lot of health benefits with the Ceylon that are not as prevalent with the others, like the Saigon and the Cassia and all the others that are more common. But the biggest reason why I switched fully over to Ceylon first, before I learned of all the health benefits, is that there are toxic levels that can accumulate in your body of the Saigon, the Cassia. Now, when I say toxic levels, I mean, like, you got to be rolling around in the cinnamon. Okay. You got to get massive amounts. But the way that I looked at it, if there is a potential for something being toxic and there's another option that isn't, the Ceylon cinnamon does not have any kind of level where you have to be concerned about. It is strictly not only amazing tasting, but also fully medicinal, and there's no toxic concerns.
I feel like the Ceylon is a little stronger.
I think so. You don't have to use as much.
And it's like, you know, we talk about this all the time. And in so many different areas of our lives, we're overloaded with toxic stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like this, if you're using Cassia or Saigon cinnamon, it's not gonna kill you, but our whole purpose is to eliminate as much as we can and what we have control over. So this is just another way of eliminating some of that.
Absolutely. It's exactly how I feel. It's like all they have to do is tell me there's a potential for toxicity or something, and I'm like,
yes, because we can't control everything, so we want to try to control what we can. So I'm not telling you to throw out your cinnamon if you don't have Ceylon. Use what you have, and then the next time that you buy some, then make sure it's the Ceylon.
Exactly.
So it's really good for digestive system support. It's a warming spice. Okay, so usually those warming spices are the things that get things moving in the digestive system. So that's kind of how I remember things. If it's warming or if it's cool or does this, anything warming is going to get things moving, whether it's in your circulatory system or your digestive system or anything like that. Let's see. It eases, because of this, the digestive tract, it eases bloating, gas, any kind of cramping, relaxes your muscles in your gut. So it's good for that. It stimulates digestive secretions. It supports a sluggish digestion system. It helps the body assimilate nutrients more effectively. I find myself putting Ceylon cinnamon in a whole lot of things these days.
I do too.
Yeah, because it's so easy and it goes kind of with so many different things. It will also help with your blood sugar and metabolism. It supports insulin sensitivity and helps the body use glucose more efficiently. There was a study showing modest improvements in fasting blood sugar using Ceylon cinnamon. Um, and let's see. Oh, it also, that same study showed lipid profiles reducing LDL and triglycerides.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing, just from using cinnamon,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Cardiovascular support, because it promotes that circulation that we were talking about, because it's warming, so it gets things moving. It will help warm cold hands and feet, just like your cayenne pepper.
Especially when you have a stick of it in your nice warm cup of coffee or tea,
That's
and
right.
then my hands get nice and toasty.
That's right. The more that we use these warming herbs and spices, just like the cayenne pepper and things like that, the more you get those kinds of things in your system, the less that you feel cold.
Yeah.
You know, the less that your hands and feet feel cold, because things are moving better.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that, because for years I suffered with freezing feet.
Same.
That doesn't happen to me anymore, and I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It helps protect blood vessels from oxidative stress. It supports healthy cholesterol balance and overall vascular function. It's also good anti-inflammatory. It supports chronic low-grade inflammation, joint stiffness, tissue irritation, and post-viral recovery. So if you are recovering from a virus, up your cinnamon intake. It's going to help you get through that faster. Cinnamon pairs very, very well with turmeric, ginger, and cloves. That's why it's like a holiday blend.
Mm-hmm.
Antimicrobial. And I believe this only applies to the Ceylon cinnamon, because I have not found that to be the case with the other ones, that it's antimicrobial against bacteria, fungi, and mold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought that was kind of cool. I was like, oh, should have been using, because I forever used Saigon cinnamon.
I did too, because it was cheaper.
Yeah, and I found it. I think it was at BJ's, one of the big, BJ's, Sam's, Costco. They would always have the great big thing of organic Saigon cinnamon every holiday season. So it was cheap.
Well, and honestly, before I knew the difference, I thought, "Ooh, Saigon sounds fancy." So I'm thinking I'm getting something all exotic, and no.
Exactly. But it sounded so much more like that compared to cassia, because I think growing up, all I ever knew was cassia cinnamon.
Yeah. Well, and the interesting thing is they're all cassia.
Yes.
So the Saigon, the Kurtinji, the what are the other ones? All the ones that you buy in the grocery store typically, they are all
okay. I didn't realize.
All cassias.
Okay.
They're all types of cassias. So when you think that you're getting something different because it has some fancy name, unless it is specified that it's a Ceylon cinnamon or Ceylon cinnamon, I can't get used to saying it your way. And you're probably right.
Your way, because I think you're right.
But if it doesn't specify that it's the Ceylon cinnamon, the Ceylon cinnamon, then it is cassia. Yep.
And you want it, preferably you want it from Sri Lanka.
Now that I didn't know. Is
that's where it originates.
Okay. That's good.
Ceylon cinnamon originates from Sri Lanka. So if you are searching for it, then look for the Sri Lankan Ceylon.
Interesting. I always just look for organic, so that's good to know. Okay.
Yes.
I just ordered a big thing of sticks. I prefer the sticks, because
you can break these up. You can put them in a little grinder. You can make powder. That's all you need. And you don't have to worry about it going bad. Keep it in the bag, keep it zipped up. And that's it. This I've had in my cabinet forever.
Yeah.
because I use these now so much that in my teas, I will just break them apart. One of these, I think these are 5-inch sticks.
Mhm.
One of these 5-inch sticks broken up equals a tablespoon.
Oh my word. That's so funny. I didn't realize that. But I use it, and I use it this time of year in crafts and in
Yes.
pot simmers and things
Yes.
like that.
So many things, right?
Yeah, but for sure, just having, even if all I do is break it in half and stick half of it in my tea, man,
Yes.
ain't nothing better. It's so
Yes,
good.
you can. One 5-inch stick could do so many cups of tea.
Yes, it really can. It really can.
And pot simmers and just, yeah. You know what? You put a ribbon on it and hang it on your tree and it's gorgeous.
I'm telling you, I'm doing the dried orange slices, the apple slices,
Nice.
I ordered my bay leaves and the cinnamon and the cranberries.
Uh-huh.
And I string them all together and just like make them all look cute and tie a little bow on them and hang them on my tree. And they make the room smell so
Oh, so
good. I make
good.
little homemade ornaments.
Sometimes I'll just take, they have the creases in there, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'll take like vanilla extract and just drop vanilla extract in there and just for smell, or take one and set it somewhere and put the fir essential oil or pine needle essential oil and do a couple of drops of that. Great. It smells the rooms up great.
I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's just another thing you can do around your house that's cheap and easy and quick and wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. Ceylon cinnamon is good for respiratory support. It helps with cold type congestion. It helps move sluggish mucus. All goes back to getting things moving.
Mm-hmm.
So it will help with that, and it will help you to keep from feeling damp inside. The same thing as far as getting things moving and not feeling stuck. It just keeps things moving. Common in winter teas. Yes, for sore throats, chills, and overall immune support. Pairs well with ginger, lemon, clove, honey, turmeric. It pairs well with anything.
Yes.
Tulsi, oranges. I mean,
all of it.
mine and Wendy's favorite tea is the orange spice Tulsi, and that's got plenty of cinnamon in it.
Yes. And let me tell you something. When I'm putting it in my little tea ball, I'm like, oh nope, there's another little piece of cinnamon. Let me grab that. I go hunting that stuff down. It is so good.
And you know what? It doesn't, to me, it doesn't overpower, even with a tea that has cinnamon in it. It wouldn't be overpowering to stick a cinnamon stick in your tea with
Not
it.
at all. Not at all.
You never get that, oh my gosh, that's too much. Kind of, that never happens.
No.
Let's see, what else? Oh, because it's warming and it helps things keep moving, it's also a good menstrual and reproductive resource. I was going to say good for menstrual and reproductive wellness, because it does get things moving. And one of the studies I was reading was very interesting because it was all about postpartum support and how things kind of get a little stagnant after you deliver a baby and things like that. And it the trauma that you've been through, that it helps really kind of support that whole healing system. So I found that very interesting. I had never read anything about that as far as the Ceylon cinnamon before. So I was like, okay, that's good to know. Let's see. Oral and dental health. Because of the antimicrobial action that it supports, it's very good for oral health and supporting good hygiene, fresh breath. It can now use too much if you're using like a Ceylon cinnamon oil. If you use too much, it can be irritating to the mouth. So if you use it in your mouth, I would suggest using it in ground powder form.
Okay.
But in the oil version, I think it's too overpowering. It's often used in a lot of the tooth powders. just to make things, it just gets things moving and gets things out of there, and the antimicrobial and all of that just gets to work in there and gets things healthier.
That's awesome.
Yeah, all right. It is good for mood and emotional support. Cinnamon has an uplifting yet grounding effect.
Is that why I want so much of it during our seasonal affective disorder time of year?
Yeah, I think it is why we want it so much. All right. It is a great antioxidant because it's rich in polyphenols. It helps counter oxidative stress that's linked to aging, inflammation, cardiovascular strain, and cognitive decline. Up that cinnamon intake.
That's right. And I will tell you, it is one of the vital components of my detox tea that I recommend everybody make. I haven't talked about that in a while. I encourage everybody once a day to have a big old cup of water and, room temperature or warm, and put a little bit of raw organic apple cider vinegar in it. A half of a lemon, squeeze it in there. If it's not organic, don't drop the whole thing in there. If it is organic, you can drop the whole thing in there. And a cinnamon stick and a little piece of ginger. We talked about ginger, last week, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I have to pull the list out, but I'm keeping a list just so we don't go over the same ones twice.
Yeah. We talked about ginger sometime recently, but but a cinnamon stick in there, and you can keep that sucker in there all day, or you could break it in half so you don't have to use them, a whole one. But put half a cinnamon stick in there and just keep filling it up all day. And that flavor in your water is just fantastic. But I encourage that for the anti-inflammatory effect.
Absolutely.
And that's why I have people use it in their detox tea every day.
Yeah, because you start pairing it with other powerhouses and you create a mini powerhouse for yourself.
You sure do. You sure do.
I think my chimney sweep guy is here.
Is he? Is anybody there to answer the door, or do we need to let you go?
My Aunt Sherry did.
Oh, good. Well, we won't keep things going much longer then. I will just...
I'll say that's all I have on Ceylon cinnamon anyway.
We will probably talk a lot about the holidays coming up, but I do want to just mention one thing about that, and we'll talk more about this next week. But if one thing I want you all to be thinking about is prepping ahead foods so that you can remove stress from your month. I want you to be thinking about brunch foods. Brunch foods are incredible. Brunch foods and desserts.
Soups.
Yep.
This time of year, I love soups and stews and things like that because I can make it once for dinner and like quadruple the recipe and have it 4 more times in the month when things are just hectic and crazy.
Yep. But desserts, if you've got some desserts you love, our pumpkin cheesecake pie and our chocolate pudding pie, those two I usually will make multiple of and freeze them, because then they are good to go and you can just pull them out and thaw them. And then the other thing is the brunch foods. Make up a bunch of sausage balls and freeze them.
Yes. Those sausage balls are amazing.
Yes. Make up egg bites and freeze them. Make up, breakfast casseroles and freeze them. You can do any of that. And then you don't have to stress when you need to pull something out and have it.
And you're like, oh my gosh, it's 3:00. I haven't even thought about dinner. Pull that sucker out. And there you go. You're ready.
That's right. All right. Well, we will wrap this up and we will talk more in depth on that, as well as a lot of things that Wendy and I are doing in our own homes to get us ready for Christmas.
Yes.
I can't wait to see what your herb of the week is next week. I mean, what the heck do you do to top cinnamon?
I know, right?
But
I don't know. I don't have it picked out ahead of time right now, like I did this one. So we'll see. It'll probably end up being something that I'll end up working with later today or tomorrow or something. Be like, oh, this is a good one.
Yeah. Something that we use at the holidays, like nutmeg or something.
Yes, something. It'll be something
Or
holiday
cloves.
right?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one.
All right. Well, we appreciate you all for joining us. Please,
Yes.
please definitely reach out if you are interested in joining the Freedom Holistic Wellness community. I cannot stress enough how powerful of a group this is already.
I'm
And
seconding that. And you guys, I am a sower, and I feel like I have definitely gotten way more than my money's worth already.
that's
And
awesome.
it's just going to get better.
I'm so excited. So we're only taking the Sowers Foundational group, folks, through the end of this year or until all spots are filled. We are only just over 25% filled. So I'm not saying it wouldn't happen this week,
Right.
but just know that once December 31st hits, even if it's not filled, we're done. We're rolling it out to the public at the regular public rate and everything. So anyway, reach out to me. I am going to post the enrollment link under everywhere that this is live streaming, so you all have access to that. And reach out to me with any questions you have, or if you want to ask Wendy, who is a participant, what she thinks about it. She'll certainly be happy to answer.
I'll answer any questions.
All right. You guys have an amazing week. Enjoy the first week of Advent, and we will see you all next Wednesday. We love you guys.